Hey guys, it's Truth to 5000. I'm going to give you guys an update here. The 122 is almost apart here. The only thing I'm not going to take off is the brake, because it's a pain and they never really come off that easy. But I'll be pulling the front axle. It's pretty flaky, and I think it needs a good sanding, or I'll throw it in my blast cabinet over there. Maybe I can kind of sandblast it a little bit. I got the rear end, I got the gear reduction housing off, and I had to pull out the brake plunger. It was frozen and I couldn't freewheel the tractor. Here's the plunger here. This is actually a little brake pad on this, and there's one inside here. There's another brake pad. I had to pound this out pretty good with a punch. The only way I could get it out. It was frozen there pretty good. Doesn't look all rusty, but it was definitely stuck. So I'm gonna just end up cleaning this up. This is actually replaceable, this little brake pad. You'd have to punch it out through this ball here, but I don't know if they make that anymore. I didn't check. I wasn't really worried about it because it's mostly all there. And so anyway, yeah, this is what the gear reduction housing looks like. There's this pin. This pin is what holds this arm on. I'm gonna probably clean that up a little bit to sandblast the thing, get it back in there. And this is the arm here. Basically, you just pound that pin out. Then once you get that out, you have this little rod here. This is what actually pushes on the plunger. It's got little countersunk ends so that this ball fits on there pretty good. And on the opposite end of that, you have your adjuster bolt. And this screws in here. I won't screw in that easy. It's kind of bent too. I don't know if they're supposed to be bent. But anyway, when you screw that in, this pushes on here and it pushes on the plunger. That's how you adjust your brake. Now the brake disc is only like a 3-inch, 4-inch disc. That fits on the bottom spline shaft there, and the gear reduction gear fits on the upper spline shaft. Now you do have this spacer here. Spacer goes on, and then your gear goes on top of that. But I gotta replace a couple gaskets. This one's bad. I don't know if I got that gasket. I think I got that gasket. This gasket's good. This is just for the cover. I was going to replace it, but Cub Cadet couldn't find it, so I was going to replace what I need to for right now. I got a new rear cover gasket, and I got a new shifter cover gasket, because I know I already took that off and that looked pretty bad. And I got some axle seals. I figured while I have the thing apart, I'm gonna pull the axles and do the thing up. And this actually has gear oil in it. It's not supposed to be gear oil. It's supposed to be 30 weight oil or high transmission oil. I guess I'll put some stuff here. But this is what I got from the dealer today. You got a belt for the deck. This is a gasket for the gear reduction. I don't know if it's the housing or the cover. I think it's the housing. There's a shifter cover gasket. I don't really want to throw it on the floor. There's a steering column, upper steering column bearing. There's a sleeve. This is for the metal gas line. This 10-horse engine actually has a rubber hose on it, so I'm probably going to end up using that. But the 12-horse that was in this does not. It has the steel line, and I kind of want to reuse that because it looks better and more original, because it is original. I just picked up some more hardener and reducer for the paint here. Good Magic paint. Here's an axle seal and a tensioner for the deck. idler, whatever you want to call it. There's the oil seal number. All MTD parts, Cub Cadet parts. It's the same stuff. But good thing is I was able to get at least these seals. And this is actually a different bag, but it's the same seal. Same number. Here's a teaser spring. I can do that when I get the clutch together. Let me show you the brake. This is the brake. It's gooey. Got some kerosene on it. You can see all the grinding marks in it. But yep, it's all there. Still in good shape. But cleaned the rear end out pretty good. It was pretty slimy. Mostly just, you know, water in the oil. And just gonna clean it up. Put some new seals in them. I guarantee you once they put trans fluid in it, they would probably end up leaking because the gear oil was so thick it couldn't actually get around in there. And there wasn't even the right amount in it. But I figured I'd show you guys how far I'm going here. I wasn't planning to go this far, but because I couldn't push this thing and it was a real pain to push, it's better to catch this issue now than to put it all back together and then have to take it all apart again, because you can't actually pull that out without having a transmission out, because the tranny actually mounts right there to them ears, and you wouldn't have enough room anyways to do it. So no, well, any questions, guys, let me know. Like I said, if you buy one of these tractors and it doesn't push, if it's a standard, it's either the brake, that brake rod right there is either screwed in too tight and it's putting too much pressure on that disc, or the plunger is stuck. But it's either one or the other, or there's something actually wrong with the rear end, but it's either going to be one or the other. It's not going to be, shouldn't be anything too serious. And then your shifter being all floppy as well, you got to take it apart and re-weld it. And this thing should be almost good as new after these few problems. And got to do some welding on it. I see this ear broke off. I have the ear. It's on the floor over there. I got a nut that broke off, one of the captive nuts. This one's on. That one came undone. I'll weld that one back on. And I got to weld up that dash tower a little bit. And I believe that is it. I think that's it. And then I can start sanding some parts and getting this thing ready to go. If I get this rear end all back together, I'll probably throw it back in a frame. I don't know. Might not. Might not. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So, alright guys, we'll catch you later.